Hello, Scorpio. Welcome. Take a seat and relax. There's nothing you need to do in this present moment, Scorpio, except to relax and enjoy your reading. And to start your reading off, Scorpio, we have card number 8. This is a card about triumph, card about victory. Card about winning, about finishing the race. But this card does require a little bit more effort. You know, this is where you feel like you're giving up and you feel like you can't do it any longer and you feel like you're at the end of it and you can't do it and you can see the finish line and you're almost there, but you just can't do it. You can't keep going. You don't have the energy. But this card says you do. This card says the whole point of this adventure, the whole point of this race was for you to exceed your limits, right? To exceed your power levels. You know, it's over 9,000. And this just requires a little extra oomph, and triumph is at hand. Card number 8, Triumph. In this card, Michael has a triumph over the human body. Conquer that human body. Make it move. Go on a run, dance, lift weights, do yoga, do flunkerton, any body movement you enjoy. Then when your body is yelling at you that it can't move anymore, you make it move again. Michael was laying on the ground exhausted, but even when he couldn't keep going any longer, he got up and he still finished. This relates to anything in our lives, not just exercise. The situation just requires a tiny bit of extra effort, and triumph will be waiting for you at the finish line. You got this, Scorpio. This is Michael getting up and finishing, and everybody hugging him at the end. Celebrating. Wow, dude, this is literally the picture. Look at that. Look at, you think you can't do it any longer. You know, you're hurt, you're injured, you're crippled, you're broke. You can't do it. Everything is worst. Everything at its worst. It's winter, it's cold. And look at that. There is the finish line. There's the celebration. And they're literally going towards it, and they feel like they can't do it any longer. You can't. Oh, you're just crawling on your knees. Okay, that's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. That's cool. This is literally picturing exactly what we were just talking about. That's so awesome. Compromise with the rebel. Interesting. So the rebel, right? We were just talking about exceeding our limits. Okay, a rebel exceeds limits. You know, a person that isn't a rebel stays within the limits, right? Stays within the confined area, but a rebel goes outside of it, right? And that's what you're doing here. Look at that. There's the limits. There's the limits right here. But to exceed them, we have to push. We have to push, and it's within us. Even though it feels like we can't do it, we have to push. You got this, Scorpio. Just push. Push a little longer. It's right there. It is right there. You're a rebel. You got this. You're a warrior. You're powerful. You're like an eagle. You got this. You can do it. Your triumph. Triumph is your victory is at hand, Scorpio. And it's paired with the 6 of Pentacles as well, which is the 6s are each suit at its best. The 6s are each suit at its home, where you feel at home, where you feel at your best, where you feel at your strongest. But it doesn't feel that way with a word like compromise, right? But this all. This just feels like it's you compromising, the feeling like this, compromising, feeling like you can't do it, feeling like you have to give up, feeling like you just can't do it, right? You are compromising that. That's your part. That part of you, this 5 of Pentacles, is compromising into the rebel, into this person that's going to exceed the limits, that's going to go over 9,000, that's going to get there, celebrate, be victorious, and you're gonna be so strong, and you're gonna be so good looking, and you're gonna be so hot, and and everybody's gonna be hyping you up, Scorpio, and it's gonna be great, and it's gonna be awesome, and you're gonna be the best, and everyone's gonna love you, and it's gonna be awesome. Look at that, 4 of Wands, completion. It is you completing the race, completing this activity, completing whatever it is, the challenge that the period. This is you completing it, and this is you embodying victory. This is you embodying the Magus. The Magus can create whatever it is that he wants. He has all 4 elements that bend to his will, right? And that's you. That was you when you compromised this energy and turned it into this energy, and then turned it into more fire. You turned this cold card and you turned it into fire. You turned it into wands. You turned it into energy. You turned something out of nothing, and it's complete. This completion, and you came out of here as the Magus. You came out of here as a person that can create at his own will, at her own will, a person that can do his or her own willing, a person that is a master at their craft. Okay, and this happened because of this push, because of you exceeding your limits, right? Because of you deciding that you can do it, and you did, and that was awesome. And I feel great, and I have a lot of energy, and I feel like I just drank a bunch of coffee, even though I haven't. So that's what's up, Scorpio. See, and this reading was even fast. Right, look at that. This extra energy, this extra push, this extra effort that was required with it from us didn't even last long. It was very quickly. And we just needed to be able to tell ourselves that we can do it, and we will. So we'll just get one more card, and card number 14. This is my meditate card. This is my be receptive card. This is my be silent card, right? So if we are in the body embodying this 5 of Pentacles energy, right? If you keep telling yourself, man, I can't do it. Man, I am broke. I can't do this. It's cold. And you keep telling yourself all of those words. The most likely thing that's going to happen is that you won't be able to do it. That you will remain in this 5 of Pentacles type of energy, right? So if you don't have the power to create positivity, right? If you don't have the power, right, to say, I can do it. I'm gonna keep pushing. I can go further. Don't even focus on doing that. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. All right. So the only way you might be able to get through this is by being receptive, by being silent, by instead of telling yourself that you can't do it, let's watch. I wonder what'll happen if you just watch and see if your body can do it. That is more receptive. That is being meditative, okay? Just wondering, I wonder if I would be able to do it. That's all you need is that seed, that little seed. And if you just become more silent, and instead of telling yourself that you can't do it, you watch yourself and you're like, I wonder if I would be able to do it. I wonder how I would be able to do it. And you just start watching, and you watch yourself make it happen. That's what this situation requires for you to stop telling yourself you can't do it. Watch yourself do it. You don't even have to, you have to find words to figure out how to get through this situation, how to get to the finish line. You don't need words. You just need to watch yourself do it. Okay. So yeah, this is something that is, to exceed limits, it needs to go out of logic as well. All right. So out of words. So this is something that, this is like when, people win awards and they're like, I don't even have words to describe it, that's out of logic. Something, they exceeded their limits, they can't even have words to describe what just happened because you went over 9,000. Okay. So to be able to find those words, well, you can't, you just be silent and you enjoy and you watch yourself reach that finish line, cross that finish line, achieve your goal, complete, look at that, be a master at your own craft. And wow, what an adventure, Scorpio. All right, well, I really hope this reading helped. If it did help, please help me as well by leaving a like, leaving a comment, subscribe if you would like to keep hanging out, as this is a safe place where we try to figure life out together. So thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.